so the loops are going to go around your feet. So you want to feel that they're nice and secure. So thinking about kind of the middle of the foot, around the arch of the foot. Trying not to get yourself twisted as I have just done. Okay, so we're now going to turn around. So as you turn around on the mat, you want to make sure that those straps don't cross over. And then once again, we're going to bring our hands down onto the mat, this time with the bar. So I find it's most comfortable to have the heels of the hand resting on the bar here. So if you have any issues with your wrists and you don't find this particularly comfortable, so you can roll your mat over the top here to give you a little bit more cushioning. You can even roll it over again. Okay, so you would be in this position here. So your shoulders are, you think about the shoulder blades pulling down on the back of your rib cage. You're pulling shoulders away from ears, lengthening through your neck. And then you're going to find that connection with our core. So to start with, we're trying to avoid this position with the hips, all this rounding of the spine. So finding that long spine. I'm actually going to keep my mat in this position because it's really rather comfortable. Okay, so relax the feet. Okay, once we've got that connection with our core, we're going to go on our right leg first, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just lift that knee. Now, as I've lifted that knee, has your weight really shifted over to that left side? So we want to keep our body as centered as possible. So keeping equally connected through both shoulders, through both hands. Okay, I'm going to extend that right leg out behind me. So the crown of the head reaching forward, reach to the wall behind you with the toes. Now, what we're trying to avoid again is this hip really lifting. So we're trying to keep the hips as square as we can. We lower the leg with an inhale, exhale and lift. So I want you to think about finding that connection through the back of the leg. We call it our posterior chain. So we're thinking about our hamstring. We're thinking about that light connection with the glutes as we lift and lower. Now, I'm just going to show you what can happen if we take that leg too high. So as I take the leg too high here, look, my lower back is starting to dip. So it's really just taking that leg to hip height. We're going to go 2 more. We're going to go 1 more. And we're going to hold here. Now I'm going to bend the knee. So I've still got tension on the strap. Flex the foot. So I'm lowering the knee down. I lose that tension. Breathe out and lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done. We're going to go at 6 more. So we've done 8 in total. Well done. And breathe out. So I'm not going to lie. This is quite a lot of work on the wrists. So I am going to give you a rest in between. You've got 2 more. I think I'm not the best at keeping count. My clients will tell you that. I get a little bit carried away. We're going to hold here. We're going to pulse. So we've got 8, 7, 6. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee down and push yourself back into a rest position. So now reach with the arms, take the weight off the wrists, okay? You can then bring your wrist, don't worry, this can move in towards you, and then rotate the wrist here. Just for a little bit of relief. And then we're going to continue on the same side, okay? So my bar moved, so I need to move it further up the mat, so that then when I place my hands here, my hands are directly underneath my shoulders. How are we doing? Fabulous, I hope. Okay, so finding that connection again with your core. Breathe in, lift that right knee. Whoo, breathe out. Okay, we're going to extend the leg again. Now, this right leg is coming across my body. Okay, and then I'm lifting that leg up, reaching to the wall behind me. So we tap, breathe out, lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so this is really working on that glute. Okay, and whilst I'm doing this, I'm creating stability through my shoulders, through my core, using my abdominals. Well done. And 2 more. Good. Last one. Really starting to feel this in that left glute now. Hold here. And then you're going to draw little circles. So think about the size of, say, a dinner plate, of a basketball. One more, and then change direction. You've got 4, 3, not easy, you're doing really well, 2, last one, and bring that knee down. Well done. Okay, so mat back on the floor. Okay, you can see I have a little pile of mats here. Okay, we're going to lie down on our left side. Bar in your hand. So as you come down, it's fine to have the bottom leg bent. What I want you to do is think about your hips here. So we don't want that hip bone, top hip bone, too far back or too far forward. So the hips stacked on top of each other. We're going to come down here onto our elbow, and that elbow needs to come back for me so it's directly underneath your shoulder. And then the top leg is extended here. So when I'm here now, I'm thinking about my heel higher than my toes. So rather than turning out, can you see my toes are high? We try and do the opposite so that we can fire up our glute med here. Well done. Okay, so we're going to lower, breathe out, lift. So if you, as you're doing this now, are managing to get your leg all the way up here, that's telling me that this hip is rolling back. Okay. So if your hips are square, if we've got that heel high, you're not going to be able to get that leg up there. Well done. So try and relax your shoulders. Try and lift your ear away from this shoulder. Well done. And 4. And 3. Well done. And 2. And 1 more. So we're going to lift the leg, hold here, heel high, pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bring the knee in and then think about extending that leg, reach away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try not to let this top hip roll back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done. So really starting to feel that around the hip, around the side of that glute. Well done. And 2 more. Good. And last one. Hold, hover. Okay, we're going to sweep the leg forward so we lose a bit of tension on the strap. It comes in line with my hip, and then as we go behind, we open through the hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. So my abdominals, my core is very much supporting me so I can isolate the movement to the hip. Okay, so your core provides the stability. Well done. And last one, done really well. Good. And bring that knee in. Well done. I don't know why we do this in class. We come up, we give our hip our rub as if it just takes away all that feeling, that burn. Psychologically, it just works. So we're going to go with that. Okay, you're going to come on to your mat. So I'm just changing sides so that you can see me on the camera. You're fine to stay where you were, but if you want to turn around with me, that's fine too. You will need to come on this side for your side lying anyway. Okay, so heels of the hands on the bar here, or just like I did on the other side, you may not have. Okay, we're placing the band, make sure it's aligned across the mat as she slams it down. Okay, mat is level, not mat, bar, mat on the top. Okay, heels of the hands on here. So the setup is always the same. We're always thinking about the shoulders, the shoulder blades pulling down, the crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching away, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Okay, so not always a position that we can get into without somebody helping us to find that position. Okay, draw your navel up towards your spine, find that connection with your pelvic floor. Okay, we're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, lift that left knee. Just hover that knee off the floor and then think about extending this leg. Okay, we're going to lower and lift. So just as I said on the other side, just try not to shift the weight too far over to this right side. You're trying to think about still working into this left shoulder, into this left side. And breathe out as you lift. Well done. Breathe out. Good. And again, how are you doing? And one more. And really think about lengthening the leg here. Lengthen, hold. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to bend the knee, flex the foot. Bring the knee down towards you. And as you press that heel towards the ceiling, you're still trying to think about that connection with your abdominals, trying to keep the hips as square as possible. So for me, this left hip is wanting to turn out. So I'm having to really talk to my body, connect to try and stop that from happening. And that burn around the hip and the glute is really real for both of us. Okay, it's not just you. Okay, well done. And when the going gets tough, that's when we want to adjust where our position of our body. So try not to pulse here. Breathe out, use your core. We're nearly there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes down. So this time, you're going to sit on your heels, assuming that's comfortable and your knees are happy with this. Otherwise, push back into your rest position. And again, just rotate the hands, okay? Some relief for your wrists, okay? Sometimes it helps to place one hand. So we've got the back of the hand on the mat. So I've got most of the weight into this right wrist. But I'm very, very gently pressing down on that left side. The left arm is straight. Switch. I'll move my bar out the way. So on the opposite side. So most of my weight now is in the left arm, but just applying a bit of pressure on that right side. And the right arm is straight, not too much. Just feeling the work happening in that wrist. Well done. Okay, so the bar is coming back down on the mat. We're going to take the bar over here. Okay, so we're going to take that leg across the body now. Okay, same start position as always, connecting with our core. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift the knee. Extend the leg. Okay, keeping your body as centered as possible. We're taking that leg across. And we lift. So we bring it across, well done, and lift. So there will be some movement in your pelvis here, but we're trying to keep it as minimal as possible, trying to keep the shoulders as square as possible. Good. 2 to go. And 1 more. Now, looks so easy, those leg circles. So a lot of work happening here, really reaching with the toes. So the strap, the Pilates bar, creates so much more challenge. Change direction. 4, 3, if it's feeling too much, take the strap off and do it without. And last 1. And well done. Glutes are well and truly fired up. Okay, be careful when you turn your mat onto the floor. And then you're going to turn, okay? I don't expect you to work out on a stack of mats like this. These are just always in my studio. Tend to stack them up. Who knows the story of the princess and the pea? That's me. Okay, so we know what we're doing, don't we? So this top hip, we don't want it too far forward, and we certainly don't want it rolling back. So those hips stacked on top of each other. You can have the bottom leg straight. You don't have to have the knee bent. So I'll do this round in this position and make sure this elbow's under your shoulder. Top tip, if the elbow starts to ache, again, you can roll the mat over, give yourself a little bit more cushioning, or just fold a towel, place it underneath that elbow, underneath that forearm. Use the bottom leg press into the mat to give you stability. So this top heel, you want that heel to be relatively high, not down, okay? Lift and lower. Good, well done. It doesn't matter how you hold this bar. You want to keep your head lifting away from this right shoulder. Well done, that connection with your core. Fabulous. Okay, you've got 3 more. 2 more, well done. Last one, lift and hold. So the leg is about hip height. You're drawing that leg forward. Use that connection with your abdominals to stabilize your spine and draw the leg back. Really extend, open through the front of the hip. So what we're trying not to do, can you see my spine is moving here? And then I'm pressing my chest forward here. Oh, no. So that's what we're trying to avoid. So a lot of work happening here. A lot of work happening in the shoulders. Well done. And breathe out. Trying to avoid this bar coming in front of my face, otherwise you can't see me. Well done. You don't have to worry about that. Well done. We've got 2 more. Brilliant effort. Well done. And this is your last one. And back. And relax. Well done. Okay. So we together are going to come up to a standing position on the mat. Okay, so if you want a quick drink of water, grab that now and I'll see you in a moment. We're going to stand up. Okay, so we're now standing on our mat. You've still got the straps around the middle, around the arches of your feet. Okay, so I'm going to do some standing work for legs, for our glutes and our quads. Okay, so we're going to take the bar behind our heads. So you want to make sure you've got, excuse me. Okay, so you want to make sure that you've got the bar resting across the back of your shoulders and you want to feel that tension on the bar. Okay, I'm going to think about my posture for a moment. So we want the feet to be square. So what do I mean by that? So we're not turning out those feet or turning in. Feet are parallel, toes are forward. Okay, and I've got my feet shoulder width apart as opposed to hip distance here. Okay, so then we're going to think as we squat down about the weight going through the heel of the foot. So if I drive my knees forward first here, I'm going to load my knee joint. I'm going to feel the weight in the front of my foot rather than the heel. What I want to do is drive those hips back. If I show you from the side, drive those hips back first, move that hip joint. So then as we come down, those knees are not coming too far forward and we're going to stand here. So we're down and we're up. So when you come down, I want you to think about trying to get the hips as almost level with those knees if you can, and up. Okay, so we're going to do this together now. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, breathe out. You're going to come down, you're going to stay down. We're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand tall. Down we come, we're down and up. Drive those hips back. Breathe in, breathe out. Well done. You've got 4. We've got 3. Well done. Keep going. 2 more. 1 more. You're going to come down and you're going to hold and you're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way up. Bring those feet closer together now. So we're going to squat down, drive the hips back. As you stand, you're going to take the leg out to the side, come back down, bring the foot back down to where it started, and squat. Leg raise, and down, and squat. So as I raise that leg, what I'm trying not to do is take my body and twist. So we're raising the leg out to the side. We're standing really strong on that supporting leg. So press through that heel, through the toes. The whole of the foot is down on the mat, keeping me centered. Well done. Breathing in, breathing out. So you may lose some of the tension on the strap as you lift and as you lower. Well done. You're going to go 3 more. And down, and 2 more. So these will get you nice and warm as well. They're going to raise your heart rate because of the muscles that we're using in the body to power. You're going to come down, high, We're going to hold here. You may not feel like smiling at this point, but do, because it really helps. Okay, and you're going to pulse with me. So 8, 7, well done. 6, 5, don't forget that connection with your core here. I've lost count. We'll go 3, 2, 1 and hold. Hold. And come all the way up. Guess what? We're going to switch to the left side. Take it slow. Control the movement. Inhale down, stand and leg raise. And down and stand and leg raise. Well done. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. Breathe in, breathe out and lift. No, oh, that was rubbish. I'm going to do that again. So we lift with control. Yes, that's more like it. Down and up. So it isn't about rushing this. It's getting the movements right and trying not to let the body twist or find an easier route, because that's what it will always try to do. Well done. And lift. Good. Now we're just going to go 2 more on this side. Good. And 1 more. And lift. Good. Now you're going to come down all the way like we did before, and then come up to the point you find the tension. Good. If you've got that tension here, yes, well done. Hold that tension. So we want to feel the band here. So we've not come up too high that we've almost extended through these knees. We're here. Now we're going to go for a little walk to one side, and then we're going to walk back. And then we're going to keep walking to the end of our mat. So we're going in and out. So you should be feeling this. Also, your back muscles will be helping you, because what we're trying to avoid is this chest being down here. I need that chest up. Well done. Lift the chest. Well done. You're nearly there. Okay, we're in this together. Okay, you've got 3 more times. Oh, I'm off my mat now. We're going to go 2. Last one. Back to the center. We're going down and up for 8. 1, 2, keep going. 3, breathe out. Press the heels into the floor as you stand. 5, well done. 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Take the band over your head. Bring your feet to hip distance apart and place the bar down. Bend your knees. Come all the way up. Okay, I'm going to just move side on. You can keep the strap around your feet. We're going to do a couple of roll downs to mobilize our spine. So soften the knees, lower your chin towards your chest and fold down. So rounding your spine. Think about each vertebra having its turn as you roll down, down, down. Take an inhale. Breathe out, roll up. Well done. Relax the shoulders. And again, big breath in and breathing out. Gorgeous. Well done. So shaking your head, take an inhale. Breathing out, coming all the way up. And stand. Well done.